Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be the best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more best though. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dumb make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken near the 13. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
To make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my hits, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Cousins the thrower. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins, and it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Protein spill.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
61, matchbox lights.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Blue draw Corker.
Here we go now with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down now, it's Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there, Cousins to his tight end Rudolph. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that gets a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
General West.
Hey, switch gears. Check 99. That's the West.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Check 6 guys. Switch.
Topper. 51, south. Check.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Here's Ryan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Fresno.
Quaker Omaha. I know, he's easy. Smooth.
Throwing, Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Cousins now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Gun. 39. Hey, seam 6. My 40.
Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, Ryan, and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And quick throw here, that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Cook running right. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And an alley to run. A big play there out of Cook. 75 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Down, ready, white 25, check, 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 check. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Alert 3, alert. Hey, 59, ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Wait, wait.
Ryan will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw again is Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Cook. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
61, match,
Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 56 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
He's back to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throwing now is Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the Vikings.
Now Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check. Switch on travel. Check. One switch. Hey, Rick Lance. Hey, South.
Check. He's coming.
58.
You have to get tired of seeing me. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Wait.
Let's go. Pick it up, team.
Ryan to throw. Stocker's got it. Complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up. Are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First. Hey, high 7.
Now Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Bang, 382, left 50. Yellow.
Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken about the 12. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Got it.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
21. Gun. Hey, Tuesday.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Listen to me.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards to pick up. 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Hey, go high. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. On 1st and 10, Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Cousins on 4th down. The left side caught by Diggs. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing again. Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
General West.
Begin.
51.
Smith trying to run for it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Another try for Smith. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. All right, well, they didn't kick it on second down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage, you fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
Watch the out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch
21.
Jim. Tight dog.
Topper.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
We got this.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the shit. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Ready to go.
Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's good.
Check out.
First and 10.
Space, 51, jump!
Check 48's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
The mic. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, South. Hey, South.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Here we go.
Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check. 21. 22 jump bombers.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
51.
From the 25 on second down, Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
15 yards on the play.
51, down. 6-6,
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
22.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, wait. Get up.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ryan. steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 3. Team spill.
To throw again is Ryan. Flushed out right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Kill. Hey, kill. 47.
Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's Prescott. That one completes Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Forced out, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield. Prescott now from the 50. Now he's full. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deion Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Jumper. Go to 54. Right in.
Check 49. Check 49.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go.
Check 45 to Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They go to Elliott again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They don't want it. Keep playing the offense all day.
A gain of 6 yards. And
Let's
it's
get it.
3rd down.
Here we go.
Check back, check back. Shoot.
Here we go. 46.
Hold on. Not today, you are. Not
We're going to 54. 1 in.
45.
Done.
45 is Mike. 45. I'm scared.
26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
46. Go. Get out there.
Check. Lucky.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Got.
Kill. Turn up.
To throw again. Ryan is complete to Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
58.
Cut. Wide.
You draw quarter.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Get ready.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There goes
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
47.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told him.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ready? You ready? Go kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Play action now, Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
47.
Prescott. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Smooth. Hey, South. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Go, go, go.
Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This to take the lead here in the final minute. his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Cowboys 18.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit her max. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 7. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
59. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Wait. What you got, heavy? What you got, heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check 4. General West. Slap. 11. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
On second down and 4. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Freeman tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Hey, check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I can't believe they let you play. Pilot, 64, weak. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. Hey, free play.
To throw is Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
51, Sam!
He's coming, double up. Check 15, check 15.
20.
Kill.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
39.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Brian will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 56 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
J59, ready. Tight go.
Shift, watch the shift.
Protein spill. Base. Switch.
Check.
On 1st down, Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Tighten up. 39. Tighten up.
Check one.
From the 29, Ryan. Jones has it. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
21! Let's go, baby! 61, matchbox.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, it's Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Rush in. Blue draw Corkins.
On third down, Freeman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
51. 36. 39. Hey, seam 6. Get up.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
22. 51. Check 3.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
132 fighter.
From the gun, Ryan. Complete to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are back within a single score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Here we go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Freeman again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Ryan to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 67 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 57 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Vic Beasley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Ryan wants to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait! I got him! Hey, check Mike.
Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Check 37. Check 37. 22.
To throw again is Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A good pick up there, a 22. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One last shot for Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. The 30, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.